watching News 3 at 6 on KBTX.
College Station Superintendent Tim Harkrider is marking 3 months with the district this week. He came to College Station ISD from Willis ISD, and he joins us now. Dr. Harkrider, thank you so much for joining us. They say time flies when you're having fun. Tell us how the first few months have gone and what it's been like transitioning from Willis ISD to a larger district like CSISD.
Yes, ma'am. It's been great. A little bit more acclimated since the last time we talked. Just being here, getting to meet the team, getting a little bit more familiar with the area, with our school district and campuses. Been out meeting quite a few people in the district, in the community. It's been a great start to the 23-24 school year. And my family and I have really enjoyed first few months here in College Station.
What are some of the challenges you have faced so far? Of course, you never know what you're going to encounter, but have you encountered any challenges so far?
Yeah, I think just really wrapping my mind around and getting familiar with all of our principals, all of our campus staff, our district level staff, and just kind of getting in and out and seeing the day-to-day operations of how things have operated here in College Station over the last several years, and just making notes and just kind of game planning of things maybe that I want to tweak a little bit, and then making decisions on whether that's something we're going to do this year or get going for next year. The great thing about it is College Station is a great school district. You know, there's no major issues, which is great. Just some things that I'm keeping an eye on and just getting acclimated to what we do here.
Of course, we have highlighted your ability to pass a bond in the past. Viewers have probably seen we do have a bond election coming up. What is your message to voters about these bonds?
I think the biggest thing, honestly, is just be informed. And there's a lot of misconceptions about bonds. You know, our website, bond.csisd.org, has all the factual information with what our 48-member committee came up with and presented to our school board. There's a lot of information to go through and to take the time to be informed. That there's 4 propositions because we're required by law to have certain projects on a different proposition versus having them all together, and just kind of going through and be informed when they go and vote.
So I'm going to ask you about each of those separately, if that's okay. We know that Prop A has to do with campus renovations. Why are these renovations important specifically to College Station ISD?
Yeah, really just our job is when we build facilities, you know, you're building facilities the last 60, 70 years, not 10 or 15 or 20 years. You've got to take care of the facilities that you have. Both of our high schools, as we have grown, the renovations there and some additions to both high schools would take the capacities out for both of those campuses to about 2,700 students, which according to our demographer, which would take us out with 2 comprehensive high schools for the next 8 to 10 years. A much better financial decision for the district versus trying to look at a 3rd comprehensive high school that would cost somewhere between $200 and $300 million, and really we do not have the growth to step into that cycle at this point in time. And then, you know, there's some transportation. We bus a lot of students each and every day, so our fleet is in need of upgrading, so there'd be 64 new buses purchased over 4 years. To get some new buses into our fleet so we can safely continue to transport our kids to school and back home.
And Proposition B has to do with purchasing technology devices. How will that impact the kiddos and the classrooms at CSISD?
Yeah, Prop B has to be listed separately. Technology that deals with infrastructure can be listed in Prop A, and we do have some money earmarked there. Prop B, since it's not dealing with infrastructure, has to be a separate proposition. It deals with computers for students and teachers. We are required by law now to have, for our kids to take STAR tests online. So obviously we have to have the devices in order for kids to be able to test their STAR test online. And really it just creates, from our secondary level, all of our core classrooms we'll have a set of computers that kids can use each and every day. And so I think when in our world of technology, the paper pen approach really is not where we're at anymore. We've got to prepare students for what they're going to be when they graduate and the jobs that they'll be working for at that point in time. So giving access each and every day to those students with a computer is something that we feel like is extremely important.
Now, Proposition C and D have to do with athletics facilities. Can you tell us a little bit more about those?
Yeah, both of the Prop C, both stadiums will have some renovations. Tiger Stadium was built in 1989. It will go, obviously, because of the age, a little larger facelift. The capacity of that stadium will increase to 6,300 spectators. Also, the new concession stand, restrooms will be rebuilt, and obviously, because of code, you add more seats, you've got to have more restrooms. So really a much more usable space. College Station High School, the capacity of that stadium will also be increased to 6,300 students. There's also some renovations that need to be done to their existing press box, a new roof, and some things there. And the unique piece about anytime you go out for athletic bonds, people are like, why do you need these pieces? We do not have auxiliary fields, so our stadiums are used year-round. We've got football, we have soccer seasons that are in those stadiums year-round. We have off-season workouts, our bands are out practicing. So the stadiums and the uplift of the stadiums actually are created because we're in those places 6 days a week, year-round, and you just got to keep up with the demand. And from A&M Consolidated standpoint, really kind of to bring it up to code because of the age.
All right, well, Superintendent Harkrider, we know voters have a lot to consider. We appreciate you joining us to help us break that down, and we hope to see you soon.